Good afternoon, YouTube. It's me, always George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bobby Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, it's another month. And it's the day. Well, 2 days after. As you know, the Rise of Phoenix is over and done with. It's the wrap for women's bodybuilding for the season. We have at least about 4 or 5 more weeks to Olympia. So, as you know, we did a couple of live streams. We did a live stream like that, me and KL, and then we have just our regular Muscle Talk Mondays. My partner here, my man Big Keith, he's in the waiting room. We're gonna bring him in, And here he is. Yeah, there he is. The two-tone. He has the girly on. Yeah. Just like girly.
Whatever.
Yes, thank you. I take that. So anyway, he doing. And, he's been my man underground. Over there in Arizona. His lovely wife just competed. Congratulations to her. And we're going to talk a little more. About what went down, what's going on, and what's the plan. Also, we're going to get into what's the plan for next year for Tina, and also we're going to get our thoughts on who the placings and other things at the show. So anyway, bro. As we know, and we both knew this.
Four times.
Four times.
When are people going to start listening to us, bro, when we tell them? Andrew Shaw and everybody else. Hey, I hope Raheem's listening to this podcast today because I want his ass on here. Because this girl, she want to do videos after the show, but she don't want to show up to the. Well, she was actually at the show, sitting, at the show, but she didn't compete, of course.
Yeah. Well, right now, Raheem.
Oh, bring his ass on. You already know I got him. Yeah, Raheem.
She shouldn't have won. I hate it. The hate is real. Well, you know what?
Who shouldn't have won? Wait. Tell him quit being so vague. Who shouldn't have won?
You know who?
Tell his girl she should have showed up. She was there, but she didn't compete. She was the only person that didn't compete. Raheem. So tell your girl, and we'll get into that later on. We'll get into that because I actually had a great conversation with her coach Raheem. So we'll get into that here in a little bit.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to address Raheem to this. Raheem hates he can't hate no more. Like that's how the great
we got some haterade. We got some haterade for him. We got some
haterade. Who's thirsty for that big down body? Thirsty. I love those commercials. I say, oh no, hate so strong. Hate so strong. He says it's rigged. That's all. Well, you can't rig something when you pretty much if you don't come in. Like I said again, even if Andrew was like, Andre was just
hold on. Raheem, your girl was at the show and was the only one who didn't compete, so it can't be rigged. Because her ass is too scared to get on stage. So shut up.
Yeah, you can't. Like I said, you can't be scared. You can't be scared, Raheem. You gotta have you can't be scared. Yeah, you gotta. She has to warm it up. If she did a little thing with Angela and Andrea, she could put on a posing suit and hit the stage like everybody else.
Hey! But you see the video yesterday? She was working out with Andrea and Angela, and wearing fishnet pantyhose and shit.
I hear Tina's laughing. Put the camera to her wife. I know she's laughing.
Who works out in fishnet pantyhose?
You used to do it back in the day, like remember the old Jay Fonda, and back in the day.
Prince been dead for a minute, bro.
Yeah, that's my man Prince, the purple one. Remember the pants with the butt cut out of him. Hey, that was I remember this was right. I would watch this comedian. I remember this true story. This comedian, he was from around Minneapolis. He grew up with Prince because Prince and him grew up with their friends. He told Prince told him, man, I'm in town, I'm doing a concert. You want to come by, get some tickets, you can bring your friends. Say, okay. So he goes to the concert, he's excited because that's his friend, that's his boy. He gets there, he talks to his friends, say, hey man, that's my boy. And says, my boy, we grew up together, we used to play ball. Prince comes out wearing a fedora, a pair of blue blockers, a handkerchief, a duster, bikini underwear, and boots.
Stop it.
But
Man,
that was his style. We all know that. Oh no. He can't help it. He can't help it. He can't help it. He's saying
man,
this. He
Prince is
says.
one of a kind, bro.
I said, yeah.
R.I.P.
She didn't compete because the show was too small for. Hold up,
Hold on, hold on.
hold
Keith from
up.
Arizona, bro. What do you say, Keith? What do you say?
He said the show was too small for her. Holds up. If
Hey,
Andrea,
here's the thing. She won the New York Pro and won how much money? $2,000. The show was too small. The prize money is $50,000. Dumb dumb. $50,000. So what show? That's the same amount of money that they maybe a little bit more at the Olympia. But like I said, we'll get into that because I talked to her trainer, Dennis James. Raheem, if you don't know who her trainer is, and her trainer, quote unquote, Raheem says this: if she places in the top three, she should be happy. But Andrea, and this is coming from your girl's trainer, said Andrea Shaw will not be beat until she wants to be beat, and that's coming from her own trainer's mouth. So Raheem, enough. I'm
no.
tired of your bullshit. Come
He-
on, come on our show. Come on our show. Go to Starbucks or Walmart somewhere. Get some Wi-Fi, and come on the show and quit talking your bullshit.
Well, he just want to get a ghost, Keith. We know the truth. Like he's still talking shit like this. He's saying this. He says, Keith, she was at the show to look at the women's. She will destroy it. Oh, she's not destroying anybody. She's not destroying anything. She's
Raheem,
gonna.
did you hear what I just said? I said her own trainer, Dennis James, if you didn't know who that was, fanboy, said Andrea Shaw will lose when Andrea Shaw wants to lose in her trainer. And this is coming out of his mouth, not mine. I'm standing right next to Dennis James, who's a friend of mine. It says she will be fortunate enough to come in the top three. Not beat Andrea, not beat Andrea. She will be fortunate enough. Look, listen to my words, Raheem. Fortunate enough to come in the top three. Andrea Shaw, and everybody knows it, and everybody has said it, including your girl's trainer, said she is not going to lose because she hasn't even peaked yet. She won this show and she's still 5 weeks out. She hasn't even peaked yet. And it's going to be a whole different ball game when she gets to Olympia. She still has to get past Angel, who's second. She still got to get past Angel, who's the second in Olympia. So as you talk all this stuff, Raheem, you need to do your homework or go to live stream and watch the show. There's Andrea Shaw, and I'm not a fanboy. I'm just telling you how it is because I was in the front row in VIP, unlike yourself, sitting next to your girl with her big boobs, and she ain't ready. She probably won't ever be ready, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
No, he keeps something.
Get past the boobies. Get past the boobies, bro.
Yeah, that's
Get
what we're
past the
looking at.
boobies.
I think one point, if you watch that, when they're doing that little thing together, that little exercise thing, at one point she stops and she goes, "I must put AQ," and the camera's looking down, looking up. And yeah, I know my man KL, he liked it. I kind of like it too. I don't know. It's just the perv in me, but this is from Warrior 2000. Says Andrea will win how many times you think, Keith? Well, what's your
Until she
thing?
wants to lose. What you think is a question because everybody I'm around and all the pros, and I am an IFBB pro. Dennis James is a legendary IFBB pro. Linda Murray is the most winningest women's bodybuilder. Says she'll win as many as she wants until I said, until she retires.
Mhm. That could be another 10 years
You
if she
gotta, you gotta
wants.
understand. You gotta understand. That girl's only 30, what, 38 or 39?
39.
She's 39 years old. 39 is, and it's crazy. It's you have to be again. I'm not saying this because I was watching the live stream. I'm watching it with my wife. My wife's on the same stage as her. She was actually between Angel. It's funny because Tina says, "How the hell did I get between the Miss Olympia and the Miss Runner Up at the Olympia?" She goes, "How did I get dropped in the middle of both of these chicks?" And I'm like, "Hey, I say, hey, it's better to be in the middle of the best than not with them at all." And so it's one of those things where, again, it's one of those things as we talked about in our other podcast. In order to beat her, she's going to have to come in off. And I know her trainer because her trainer actually trains my wife as well, and is going to get ready to train me for the Master Olympia. And it's simply this: Andrea Shaw still hasn't hit her peak for the Olympia yet. So if you think that was something, Raheem, wait till you see her at the Olympia because it's going to get better. Because literally last year, she went out after the show and ate. She got one good meal and had to go back on her diet. And if you watch that video from yesterday of those three girls working out together, it was crazy. It was
Yeah,
absolutely crazy.
I think we had the video because I like we care. We talked about it. There's some clips
Yep.
here. They posted um on the
Instagram.
on Instagram, and I'm telling you, I mean, it was. I mean, you got to give it up to Andre Shaw. She at one point she was doing the was it I think I forgot what machine it was. She did like so many of them, and she was still steady and going. Now I like Angela. She has some energy about her. I give her
Oh yeah,
that. Yeah, she has
yeah.
that energy because she
She's
used
just
to.
too small.
Yeah,
She's just too small.
she is small, and that's the thing is, it's gonna be
But
tough
she has
for
a
her.
beautiful physique. She has a
Yeah,
beautiful physique.
great conditioning. Her conditioning
Yes.
is crazy.
Balance. Way, way balance. Great balance.
She just needs a size to
Yes.
bring it all
And,
together.
and here's the trick, George. You have to understand. With that being said, if she puts on more size, then she starts hurting her frame. She starts hurting her body because then she blows out her waistline. And there's certain things that because Angie, I mean, you got to understand. She's probably if Tina's 5'9", Angela's. I mean, look how much shorter she is. That hair makes her look tall, but she's still 2 inches shorter than Andrea. So I mean, and I love Angel. Her spirit is. Look at those. Look at that, bro. Look at
Yeah,
that. That's crazy. You
look at Angela. I mean, it's
fishnets, black pantyhose.
look at the delts.
Crazy, bro.
And
That's
she's not.
crazy.
And the time's not even really. She kind of just stopped through. This is where Angela does a lot of powerlifting. This is where she shined also.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of her physique. Then here comes she couldn't get them all the way down.
Because her boobs in the way.
Yeah,
It should be easier for her because her boobs are all the way up there. So she should. Oh, she don't want them to explode.
look at she just used her palm of her hands. Like it's like
Exactly.
nothing to her. It's like nothing. It's like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
She's like no pain, man, no pain. I feel ladies are impressive. I would say all three of them are impressive, but Angela and Andrea are the standard.
Yes.
One and two.
That beautiful looks, bro.
Yeah,
Beautiful looks. That's the epitome. And you have some of the girls like Chelsea, and even I told her I'd give her a shout on our field. Who was the girl who was 6?
Oh, that
Uh,
was Melissa Tyke. Melissa Tyke said you get a
hey,
shout for Melissa Tyke.
hey! I no, I told Melissa because I was going out to dinner after the show. I told Melissa I was just talking about her to you. Remember, before the show, and I told Melissa we'd give her a shout out because she said she gonna watch the show. I told her to reach out
She
to you, but Melissa, I told her I
she
said
watched
we'd
my
give her a shout
show.
out on the show. Yeah,
She
I
watches
told
my
she know
show.
she knows you about your show, bro. So I
Oh
told
my
her we'll
god,
give her a
I've been
shout out.
trying to get her on here for the longest time. My man David
I talked
Bryant.
to you.
You
They know
sure
who
she?
you are, bro. Because I talked to her and her husband, her boyfriend, her husband. I talked to him. I talked to him right after the finals because I was going to dinner at the Mexican restaurant across in the resort. And I told him, they go, George, the Rage George? And I go, yeah. I go, we and him do a podcast together. And so I told him we were just talking about her. So give her a big
Oh.
shout out. We're going to get her on the
Well,
show
well,
somehow.
well.
Yeah.
I know David Bryant over at the female Body Forum. He's gonna do an interview with her. I've sent him messages before, but I'm gonna try to see if I can send him one.
Well,
Uh,
I kind of, I'm the agent for us, bro. So I kind of sealed that deal. I told her we do a podcast together. So I said, me and George were just talking about you, and you look unbelievable. I said, she's one of those because she said to me her quote. This is what she said to me after the Chicago Pro because I didn't realize she did the Chicago Pro. She goes,
yeah.
"This was my redemption because I look horrible at Chicago." So she was happy because she said she didn't look good at Chicago. So this was kind of her redemption show
Well, I wish
when
what she
she
should have
came
did
back.
was she needed Chicago is a well it was usually have a bigger crowd in Chicago. Now imagine if it was a bigger crowd in Chicago like it was Tampa,
Yeah.
and I think that was one thing. It was like Tampa maybe she should have tested water at Tampa. She needed one more show to see how she does. But I understand she wanted to take some time.
But
That's
she has a
fair.
great look. But she has a
Yeah,
good look.
she was. I kept talking about how she like, she was really, she really was in physique. She was really growing and developing. And I think after that last Olympia, where she got in eighth, when she was sixth before last year, back in 2021, that year before, she really kind of. I think what it was the reason why she marked it down because she was outgrowing that division.
Hey, so Melissa, I gave you a shout out on our show, so you got to come on here
Yeah, you can talk. You can
holler
talk to
at your
David.
boys.
You can talk to David. David's a cool dude, but you come to me. Come to me, man. Come to me, man. Come to me, baby. So anyway, we got here. We got here. The hate is real. The hate is real. He says.
What do you say now?
It should come up in a minute. He's the computer slow. God, I thought it good. There you go. Yeah. It should. There he goes. Keith. She's like Clobber Lane. She's looking out only. She will destroy and take the other women, man. She be like, hey, man, why don't you get over here with a real woman? He's talking about Italian. Well, remember what happened to Clobber Lane?
Hold on. We're on our live. We're live on our podcast right now. Raheem, put your money where your mouth is right now. I got 100. I got 100 on it. So let's do it live so we can make it official. That she won't be in it. She'll be out of the top 3. Put your money where your mouth is, Raheem. You're such a big fan. Put your money where your mouth is.
I can't.
I take Venmo.
I got 5 on it, Raheem. You got your because I just got my money from my
I take Venmo, I take PayPal, I take Cash App. So put your money where your mouth is, right?
Like this. Since you're right
put
here.
It, I want you to put it. I want you to put it in George's account so we can up the ante for our show. So put it in his account. You see all the things there. So I want you to say yes to the bet so we can make it official.
Yeah.
Since you're so confident.
He says, Keith, I will be on the show on October 9th. So he be here. Yeah. Okay. We got you. We got your book. We might talk about something else on October. If you can make October 9th, we might talk about something else, but we can put you in. Also, this is from Boy 2000. He always said that earlier, man. I missed that. Okay. Boy 2000 says, who won't be ready? Natalia. I don't think she can be ready. He also says this. He says, Ivan Drago line by Natalia was awesome during the Battle of Olympia episode. Yeah, it was all right.
She was awesome. Yeah, she was. Yeah. Guess what though?
I don't know.
Drago got it. Hey, Drago got his ass beat by Rocky too. Remember?
Yeah. He fights like Steeler.
Hey, and then Apollo's son beat Drago's son too. Remember? I'm a Rocky.
Yeah, but remember in the first fight, he cheated, but then he actually beat him in the second fight. I'm not too much a Creed fan, but I'm more of a Rocky fan. I'm
an all over fan.
Yeah. I like Rocky Balboa. Hey yo, Rocky. You know what? This is something I found out. Rocky's real name is Robert Balboa. I was doing a thing about his birthday. It's Robert. This is from War 2000. I think the top 3 Miss Olympia will be Andrea, Angela, and Michaela.
I don't know because like I said to you guys after prejudging, I think Sandy and everybody's still trying to, again, I will say it on our show over and over again. I'm not going to take anything away from Makaya's conditioning, but the trend and the way they're going to the direction, I just don't think they know where to put Makaya, but I don't think that's what they want for women's bodybuilding.
Yeah, because I like her
because Maya, because I would put Makaya, I would say he has everything right. I would put if Mela can bring in her glutes and hamstrings in, Maya will be third. And Maya, I told her this after the finals. I said, "Girl, if you can bring us, me and Dennis James and even John, Andrea's coach from the side, she looked great. If she can bring in her hamstrings and glutes, she's gonna be top 3. She could easily be right. She could be she could be 2 or 3 even. Because Maya has that look too. So it's that. I would say 1, 2, 3, 4 would be Andrea, Angel, Mila, and I would say, and if Chelsea can just get. Here's the thing: there was a lot of girls at this show that looked unbelievable from the front, but when they turned around from the back, they were just soft. And if some of these girls can bring their conditioning in from the back, it's going to be an unbelievable show.
Yeah, I know. I was like one lady who I know. She lives in Arizona, and she was there. She said that she felt like Angela won the show. Well, maybe in some aspects, but the fact was, she still needs to bring in her size a little bit, but she can't get too big. Like I said, she is kind of small. She's more slender. I would
Here's
say, yeah, I'm thinking about I might do a comparison between Angela and Natalia Coelho because they're both probably about the same height, and you see
yeah,
how much bigger they have. I mean, I might do that in one of my comparison videos. But here we got here. This is from you know Warrior 2000. He says Natalia Kovaleva may come in fifth place, possibly,
maybe,
possibly.
maybe.
Uh, this is from Roy here. He says Natalia needs more time to come to Shaw's level. She did, no matter how much time she's not going to ever come to. This is from you know who. He says this. He says, Keith, why do you hating that she got big boobs? We not hating you got big boobs. It's
Bro, I
just
don't care about it's bodybuilding, not booby building, bro. For one, if you're a true fan of the sport, Raheem, it's not about boobs. I can give a shit less about her boobs whatsoever. Here's the thing: there's there's a thing when you're a four-time world champion and three-time Miss Olympia. It's called consistency, Raheem. I can give less about her boobs whatsoever. You know, you can get your boobs as big as you want, but here's the thing: when I'm looking at Andrea Shaw and I'm looking at Angela and I'm looking at Maya and I'm looking at some of the other girls in the top five, I'm looking at their physiques. The problem when you're looking at Natalia is that takes away from her physique. And I'm not trying to say that she doesn't have a good physique, but that takes away from her physique compared to the other girls. That's all
mm-hmm.
I'm saying, Raheem.
Yeah.
Trying to educate you, bro. You know, I am a 14-year pro at this and a judge, so I'm just trying to educate you. And when I'm talking to her trainer, and I'm talking to John Simmons, and I'm talking to the people around us who are actual pros who actually know what we're talking about, you know, when her trainer looks and sits there and says to me, Dennis James, who's a legend and a Hall of Famer, sits there and says it's gonna be tough for her to place in the top three, and if she does, it'll be great. And he not that he doesn't have faith in his client, but he knows the competition and where it's at, and he knows that she has a ways to go. You know, and I'm just saying, if you're in Arizona, in your backyard, you know, wearing your cheetah print outfit on in the audience, and every other girl's on stage, even girls who just won the Master Olympia in Romania, and girls, you know, Christina, Nikki, all these girls step on stage. Why didn't you step on stage? Why didn't you step on stage? You want to, you want to not, here's the thing. You have 50, like I told Tina, my wife, she didn't, she placed 7 spots higher than she did in the show before. But you have 50,000 reasons to do this show, and you chose not to do it. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
50,000.
50,005.
And, and here's the
55,000.
thing. Yeah,
Most muscular.
55,000 Andrea won muscular too. So the funny thing is, what did Jake said? Jake said, he goes, he was just messing with it. He said, he goes, you won most muscular, so we got to put you in third. She goes, you can have this check back and give me my 50.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You got
Jake,
50.
Jake. I want that money. I want that gun. I keep telling you, Jake, man. I just want what you got in your pocket, brother. I mean, you could probably pay my rent for the next 3 or 4 years. You know, if I just get what you got in your pocket. So,
Again, the question at the end of the day, 50,000 reasons to do shows. So again, why is the world champion? Why is she coming? Because so she's won 4 shows in a row. That's $200,000. Plus she what's Olympia, 75,000 or something like that. So she's made a lot of money. And
they,
again, you don't walk away from your
they
title.
increase the pay for women's bodybuilding 75,000.
I think so. I think
Oh,
so. It's more. And Natalia wouldn't like Tina said. Natalia wouldn't win it anyway if she did. I mean, it's. I mean, come on, Brahim. You got to look. I don't know if you've seen the pictures, but when she still looks at Angela, and Angela is Angel or Angela. Angela. I mean, she is amazing. She is an amazing person. Tina was with her and her husband. They were hanging out. Super great people. Humble, very humble girl. She's a hard worker, but again, it's just if you look at the two, it's just so much muscle density and size and conditioning when it comes to Andrea. It was, and like Dennis James, again, look him up, Raheem, because you probably don't know who he is. He's a Hall of Famer and one of the most legendary bodybuilders and trainers in the business. And he says, Andrea Shaw has a better back than most pro bodybuilding men. What does that tell you? That's what he said. That's what he
yeah,
said to you.
yeah. Right here we got here. This is from I guess this was from post up. I need to get myself a new computer. This is from which is I think the top three at the Olympia. Okay, you already said that. I'm trying to keep it with all these. Um, this is from him. Okay, this way. Mil Ash is
Yes,
third place, perhaps.
yes.
Then, yeah. This is from a man. This is from my man Kale the Wanderer. He says, Natalia all day.
There you go. Wait until we
And
get
he
you
said the
back
reason
on
why
the
he
show.
said it
You
because
too.
reason why he said it. No disrespect, Miss Shaw, but Natalia is he's in love with her. I don't care if she wins. Yeah, he loves Natalia because he says
Absolutely.
he says
Just want to drown
he
your
says
face in her boobs.
yeah he says like this. He says Natalia break me. Yeah, that's what he watching. I say, well, you don't have
Uh,
enough money for a KL to get breaking, so maybe if you were Bill Gates, maybe. But this is for Roy. He says this. He says, not hating on Natalia, but her delts look sus. They don't have striations in them. I mean, just a regular lifter, but delts don't look like that. There's no fiber in the delts. He really knows his shit. Oh Roy, I know I'm still about that situation. What happened, but he's in India. There's a link in the comment section, Roy. You want to come in and give your thoughts because you're pretty good. I had him on here before, and he
yep,
really knows a lot of technical stuff just as much as you do.
yep.
Because and that's great to hear somebody who can really because I just barely grasp the surface. I'm still learning.
Here's what you have to understand. Natalia, up until the New York Pro, never came into in shape or condition until this show. So that being said, when the Olympiads, when Andrea hasn't even peaked yet, and she hasn't, she has a lot of work to do. I'm just gonna say that, and I'm not trying to dog the girl out or anything like that. She just has a lot of work to do, you know. And we can constantly say this, and like even my wife who's sitting right next to me, she said all of us do compared to her, and she's on the stage with her, and they're the same team. That's just like my wife. What'd you say?
That's just reality. We all do. We all have so much work to do to get to where she's at, and we'll never get there. But it is what it is.
She's
It's
she's and
reality.
she Andrea's like the alpha level, and everybody's like beta. And it's hard to get to that level. It took like one thing. Remember, she didn't compete for a good while. I think she sat out for a good 10, 11 years before she came back, started competing. You know, got a pro card. I think
The women's physique and nationals.
physique. Then she competed for physique for half a minute, switched over to bodybuilding, took second to Alicia at Chicago,
Yep,
then went to the Rising Phoenix that year because that was the year where they take second runner up to the Rising Phoenix, and
yep.
then because he didn't have women's bodybuilding in the Olympia yet, then placed top five at that show where Alicia was 10th, and she probably didn't hit her peak yet because she took the time and relaxed and developed and built her muscle. And then boom, she was just maybe who was like it was I think Hella won that year, Margie I think that was no Sheila Black went switched over to physique. I forget who was the others. It was probably
Alina
either
was there. It wasn't Lena one of the years though. Was in
she
one
she
of
won
those.
she won 2 years before 2017.
Oh,
She
that's
came
right.
back
That's right.
she came back in 2016, took off. I think no, she took off 2017, came back and won in 2018, and then
Yep.
this when she retired. That's when she got that car that year, and then
Yes.
Helen won the title back. Margie took second, and I think rounding out the top three. What I think it was Nikki and Teresa, and
Yes.
and she got fifth. We got here. This is from Warrior 2000. He says this. He says, I had my hopes up for Christina Mendoza to make it to the top five, but she came in eighth, placed behind Sherry Piami. Disappointed. So we're gonna like your thoughts about especially I think some people telling me that when I'm hearing that Sherry was too happy, and some people I know for they wasn't happy that Sherry got seventh because she was right behind
Sherry had better, in my opinion, Sherry had better conditioning than Christina Mendoza. Christina Mendoza has, again, another girl who has all the potential in the world, and I know her boyfriend and I know her as a person who are great people, but she just wasn't conditioned. And again, a lot of these girls just weren't conditioned from the back. They all look phenomenal. I'm sitting there watching, and as a judge and as a pro, they just were soft from the back. And so these girls are quads. I mean, from the front, every girl looked good, but most of every girl looked good. But from the back, when they turned around, they were, including Mendoza, they just weren't as sharp as the shows they did prior to coming into this show, which I don't understand because this is a show where it's 50 grand on the line and a real chance to even take a good punch at the champion, and they still couldn't do it.
Yeah, we got here from Roy. He says this. He says that sorry, Warrior 2000. Christina looked gorgeous, but she looked 3 weeks out. My sorry, she needs to nail the condition ASAP. I don't know. It's gonna be. I
And
don't
that's her
know.
big, and that's her biggest downfall is her conditioning. Is like I said, it's if you look at Andrea and you look at Angel, and even Maya Micaiah, she always has the conditioning. You look at Chelsea. Chelsea, if she can bring her backside in as well, these girls, you know, you know, and the girl who was Melissa, these girls were just better conditioned than her. And so, like, I would say she has 4 weeks to get it right. And so we'll see what happens with Christina Mendoza because she has a lot of upside, and she's that girl that if she could bring in her conditioning right on spot on point, she has the size. She's the one girl that I would say has the size to stand next to Andrea. But the question is, when is she going to bring in that conditioning?
That's the thing about it. Conditions are important. Even the bodybuilding division is
Huh?
important, just as much like physique.
And what kind of size is she gonna what kind of size is she gonna have to lose to get that condition is the question.
Yeah. This from War 2000 says, where do you see Chelsea Dion placing at the Miss Olympia? Well, I think she might be six, maybe
Six.
if she don't get her conditioning in because she has a great physique. Her
She
physique is
was
similar to another
sincere.
person. Yeah,
She was
hmm,
she was
yeah,
happy. I mean, you should see she was ecstatic placing fifth.
yeah.
At
Of
the
course, do
world
because you know what? She got at least I think was it $7,000,
five,
something like that, $5,000.
five.
Just getting
That's
$2,000
more money.
from.
That's more money than she made.
At the Europa, because Europa gave 2,000. Well, that's 2,000 in euros. It is a little bit more when we bring it to
Yeah,
America, but that's probably almost like $3,000. Then that was probably just a little bit more when she competed at the Tampa. And then
yeah,
last year I think she was like 10th or 12th. That's
yeah.
it's a really big difference here. Um, this is from I think it's from Warrior also. He says, what is the infatuation when Natalia Kovaleva and he's shooting out to KL. He says KL Raheem sweating over Natalia crazy.
Boobs, boobs,
It's the boobs.
boobies.
No, not
Hey,
boobs. No, 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 no,
the
no, no,
boobs,
Keith. Those not boobs.
boobs,
Them titties.
boobs,
That's
boobs.
them titties. That's like everybody had that one like aunt or grandma. She always put stuff in the top. She didn't have boobs. She had titties. That's
Hey,
boobs.
Tina's at the
Boobs.
airport. Tina's at the airport did that today. She put her ID in her boobies. With
Yeah,
her,
she put out your wife has boobs. You know, yeah. Chelsea has boobs. But Natalia has titties. Those are titties.
yeah,
When you go
yeah.
over, you go two layers over. Those are titties. We stay in like A, B, C, and D and an E, but we start double, tripling. That's titties. Those are Excuse that folks, and
Let's
know this is
do it.
yeah.
We did
But,
it. What do our show? What did we do our show 2 times ago? Two weeks ago. They
two
just
weeks
look
ago,
ridiculous.
yeah,
They just look ridiculous.
yeah, it's just what it is. We get here, see, we got some more here because these guys are really. We got here. It says Boy 2000, you sweating, Andrea, you ain't getting no draws, dog. Well, he's just a fan, you okay? Just hate, but you can calm down, brother. Also, this is from, um, you know, yeah, I got a lot of these guys we see. This is from kid, dude, I don't like Andrea like that. The feeling is professional and I admire her as an athlete. Nothing more than less. True. Me, professional, and I think she's a beautiful woman. I can't lie. He had to hug her. He had his hand on my woman. He had his hand on my woman.
All weekend.
Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper.
But here's the thing, she's a great representation of the sport. She's humble. I mean, even in a video that we all watched, she is just a gracious champion and winner. Um, she just brings everything to the table that you want somebody who's going to represent women's bodybuilding to be. The femininity, and I keep saying this to everybody, the femininity aspect of it, the grace, the eloquence, everything that you can bring to women's bodybuilding, the posing, the conditioning, the size, not too much but enough to represent what women's bodybuilding should be about, and what they wanted women's bodybuilding to be about when they brought it back is what she represents. And you can start seeing that. Angel. You know, I wasn't a big fan of hers until this weekend, but when you look at her body and physique, she's another girl. When you look at Maya, she's another girl. When you look at Tina, when you look at Chelsea, when you look at some of these girls, you start seeing these girls, Christina Mendoza, you start seeing the feminine side of bodybuilding, and they're pretty girls that you can actually look at and be like, oh, that's not disgusting, because they, they're this judging this show. Besides Makaya, and again, I'm not taking nothing away from her because she's just little, and she reconfigured her body a little bit this year to make it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. It's just one of those things. If they were going back to the old look of women's bodybuilding, she would be the champion by far. She would be the champion hands down, but that's not what they want. So that's why she's always going to be the outside girl on the outside looking in.
She's gonna be. She's in other words, she's just a gatekeeper. That's what she. What she
And
is.
she was excited to win 10 grand. I mean, she was excited. She was
That's it.
elated.
That's like she, because I think last year she took third last year. Third, no, because remember last year, Michaela took second. No. Michaela took second, and Michaela took third. So I think she took third again. So that's $2,000 twice. She's just gonna be a gatekeeper. That's what she's gonna be. She's gonna be if somebody can do better than her, then she's just she's gonna be gatekeeper for that show. She's gonna really kind of hit about fifth or sixth at the Olympia. Because you still got people like Julia Wetzel, and you still got the auxiliary from Brazil.
Yep.
Right here, we got here from Roy, and this is for Tina. It says Tina Williams looked gorgeous too. Congrats to her. She held her own and brought amazing mass, beauty, and femininity. Thank you, Roy.
Thank you, Roy. She just got to get bigger. She's 5'9", and Sandy Williamson, the judge, says they like everything about her. She just has to get bigger. So, and we can work with that. Yeah. But my plane is about to leave, George. So I'm gonna have to. And so, hey, Raheem, I'm looking for you, dog. The next podcast, I'm looking for you.
He said, before I said, what did I miss? You missed about everything, Raheem. Yeah. But bro, we'll see you later. We get together. We'll have a subject talked about next Monday. You and Kansas and Tina, be safe. God bless, and thank you for your time. So
all right, I'll see you next week, bro.
This is our man, aka Big Keith Williams, aka Scuba Steve, aka my right hand man.
I got you. We got hey Melissa, we got to get you on our show. So Melissa, I got to hit you up so we get you on our show. I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right. Yeah, peace.
Right.
There you go. You gotta go. We got here. This is from Vinny. Can't wrap my head around how Virginia got 12th this show. Been done dirty since the Europa Pro. Well, the thing is, because she is, like Keith has said before, she has what they call that old muscle. And, she just, in the mindset, she'll never get to that level of conditioning compared to some of the younger girls. Because, Virginia's like 52. And I love her physique. Great physique, Christ-like physique, beautiful. But it's going to be harder for her to get that conditioning compared to the other girls. She looks great. She looks great when she's on. If she can do a show where she can, I think what she should do, since she's not qualified for the Olympia this year, do to Romania and see how you do. But, or sit and wait and chill and maybe do a show like the Portugal because that's a show that I think she should think about doing. Because with so few opportunities for women's bodybuilding overseas, and the numbers really kind of low, I think that'd be a show for her to do. She just got to try to maintain the conditioning for that show, because that show's all the way in that 1st of June of next year. I hope they still have it, because this year we only had 2 women in that show for women's bodybuilding. The numbers have dropped down from last time. It was like 6, then 4, now 2. We hope we can try to keep that show in Portugal. And I think she should do that show next year. She feels like she wants an opportunity to qualify for Olympia. You know, if she can beat someone like Anastasia Leonova, that'd be great. We got here. This is from because Keith just left. You missed this one. Love the nail polish. Yeah, he that's his thing, brother. Also, this is 1000 KL the Wanderer, the femininity, symmetry, conditioning, and presentation. That's your answer. So and it's true. It's because you got to have that all together. Because but here's something that I saw this, and I should have asked Keith about this, but he's gone. But we might talk about this later. I saw it and somebody posted it. And since this is we'll talk about the rising phoenix, but I will address this myself. Let me see. I saw it. Where we go? Here it is. This is for Warrior 2000. We just wanted to talk about it. We're going to talk about what we could. What about women's physique division? Keith, who you think will win, Sarah or Natalia? Well, Warrior, we might do this. We'll wait next week. I'm going to ask Keith that. But my personal opinion, I'd like to see Brooke Walker win. Because what it is, Brooke Walker has the better look. She's the next girl, better femininity. I think Brooke Walker would make the better Miss Olympia physique between Sarah and Natalia. No offense to the ladies, but with Sarah, she's kind of she has a great physique, but and Natalia, she just don't she don't need to do nothing for me. This is from War. It says Virginia just needs more Botox and a longer wig. That might help, because she says to hit ball, she doesn't wear a wig. Maybe she should do like, Rita West, somebody might know, like Kay might know by the name Brooke Diesel. She has she shaves her head and she puts on a wig, and I think that might help her. And maybe the Botox could, but like I said, Virginia is in her 50s, and it's hard to maintain that level of muscle, especially when we get to 50. But she does pretty good. This is from, he said like this, says, who do you think will win? I already told you that. This is from Roy. He says, Sarah, with this year, the child's getting bigger, and pretty sure Barbara is switching. She already hinted it. Oh yeah, Barbara Majan, because I'm surprised Barbara did not compete any shows, because she could have done. She didn't put an application in for the Master Show, and she didn't do either the Europa or the Spain show, because she won a qualification last year at Spain, and and she was top 2 at the show in UK, because she was right behind her good friend and fellow countrywoman Ann Moon. See, this is from Warrior 2000. He says this. He says, Brooke is my number 1 favorite women's physique division. Women's physique, I would say. That when you say don't put the D on, it says women's physique. You don't need to put the D, just say division. But yeah, Brooke has that great look to her. I would say Brooke's like a cross between, I would say between Kim Zavetsky and Corey Everson. Very attractive, very appealing, and great muscle. I think, Brooke, truthfully, if she was in better condition the last year, she could have snuck up in and beat both Natalia and Sarah. She's got to bring her condition and a little more size. She don't need too much size. Just her condition needs to be better. Size should not be that important in physique, because the physique women want to get away from size. They want to come in more slender, more conditioned. They want to be different from women's bodybuilding. I don't know when the judge says they need more size. Why do you need more size in that division? You're supposed to be getting away from size, away from looking like women's bodybuilding. This is from Warrior says Natalia Quayle is number 2. Yeah, probably. And also he says this Emmy Sherbert is number 3 favorite of the women's physique. That's correct. Well, I like it. I like Emily. I think she is. I don't know. She is getting a little close to women's bodybuilding. She says she don't want to go bigger, but she got her conditions pretty good, but she is getting slightly bigger compared to when she had competed back in 2021. That's the last time she competed. It's all dependent. Between Emily and Natalia, and a couple other girls. Don't forget also Ashley Young. She also dropped out this year. She's not competing this year. And I think with Barbara, reason why she's going up because how she was become too much a gatekeeper. Always the last 3 Olympians getting 4th place. And I feel like this. If they still had top 4 for physique, like the other divisions, she probably would have competed, but they don't have it anymore. And that's unfair. Honestly, that's unfair. This is from Roy again. Says, I love Barbara, man. She's really special. You are so lucky you got to interview her. She has an amazing physique, and with more size, she can take on Andrea, and Barbara is amazing. I like Barbara too. I think she's a beautiful, beautiful French chocolate lady. But she's not gonna. No. She might come in top 3 if she switches over to women's bodybuilding. Might, maybe top 5. But like I said, me keep telling you, and Roy, you should know better, especially how well you understand bodybuilding, all the aspects of it. It's Andrea and everybody else. I get some messages. So let me go here. I think KL, if you want to come on, if you're not busy, or Roy, you're not busy, come on. If not, I'm not gonna stay too much longer. Keith had to go out, and do too much shows like they used to. But I'm just thinking that this year is going to be, with only 11 women for this year, with Hella dropping out, Hella's number 3, she's dropping out, and just few numbers compared to last year, in which there was like nearly 16 ladies, and with no point system and lost at least, getting kicked out or three or four shows getting dropped out from the lineup. It's going to be kind of very. It's just the big question is who's going to bottom out. That's the question. So who's going to bottom up in your opinion? This is from Vinny. The battle video made me beg the question whether Angie and Natalia actually live like this. How did they do for prep? Well, the battle thing is just a battle. They don't work out like that because they wear themselves out. That was just a show-off thing, just a show presentation, And they use, I don't know why, why Natalia? Why not either, well, you got to think about it. Margie's retired, and then Margie and Bronco retired. So why not give that spot that was going to be probably Hella's to Michaela Aycock or Chelsea Dion or someone else. Oh, there he is. Hey, Roy.
Hey, what's up?
It's been a long time. Yeah, we still have issue about the comment you made, Roy. You got to be careful when you make those comments like that.
Which comments? Oh, yeah, I remember. After that, I went to her DMs and I apologized to her, and we are best friends now.
Nicole?
I'm talking about her. Yeah, we're best friends now.
That's
she follows me now.
That's great. I don't get covered. I'll send something to her, but I hope she's doing all right. Her husband's overseas and he's representing our country in the military. She's supposed to be planning to join. I think it's supposed to be registering now, I believe.
Yeah. She kind of misinterpreted that thing. Actually, I was saying something else, so I went there and explained to her, and she's very nice to me. Like, she replies to my stories and all. I also look at her stories, text her, she texts back and things like that. She's nice now. So
okay,
and she's kind of mad that you told her to get in figure at some time, I guess. So she's kind of mad.
I think I know she's mad, but here's the thing is, I know she said the fear about walking like a dinosaur in the heels. But if you look, Roy, you see that video that time with Jessica Bias Reyes at the Masters Olympia. I thought that was
Oh
Easy
yeah,
Rain when we're going up. I thought
exactly,
that,
exactly.
yeah. If you look at the girls now, if you look at Rhea Gale, who just won at
Yeah,
the Arizona Pro, who already won a show before
yeah,
that. You look at Lola Montez. You look at Nicole
yes,
Zenobia just won at the Daytona show. You know,
mhm,
those like ladies like interview right back. Angela Noe, she's competing. She was double dipping. She's doing women's 35
yeah,
in physique. She did the open. Also, is doing women's 35 in the figure.
uh,
And with Angela, she's tall, and I think figure would probably be the because she would not. It would be the better division for her because if you look at physique now,
yeah.
you know,
She won't be successful at the pro level. So I was like kind of defending you only. I said her like
yeah,
maybe right now you don't have the mass, but you will grow into it and take some time off and do
yeah,
your thing, get the juice and things like that. Because she's she's just I don't think she's like doing it enough. Her voice hasn't changed. Like she has nothing changed.
yeah. Because I'm not doing it.
Exactly.
I'm not doing that to be bad about it. I know I'm saying she's afraid about the hair hits, but it's a great way to get your feet wet, see how you feel. There's a lady who just competed who turned pro in physique. She turned pro at the same year with Chelsea. That is Blanca
Yeah.
Rodriguez. She was Blanca's what was her? I forget her last name before, but it's Rodriguez now because she got married a while back. She
Uh-huh.
competed. Her made a pro doing physique, but she switched over
Yeah.
to figure. She didn't do too well. She took 16th. I hope we do it. I got her plan for interview sometime soon. We get together. I
Yeah.
think if you, like I said again, if you look, you just now you're pro, maybe take a couple years off, but
Yeah.
you might want to see where you at first. You took most of she turned pro in 2021. No, 2022. So she has
Yeah.
to compete for this year. Then she's planning on joining the military, so you take this year off. If you make your debut in
Yeah.
2025, pick a
Yeah.
show where it's we don't have to go head to head with too
Yeah.
many heavy hitters.
I get it, but the thing is, you have to see from her perspective as well. Now,
Yeah.
Natalia will easily qualify for women's open, okay, but she doesn't want to do that.
Uh,
There are many women, they're completely in the wrong division. They can switch divisions very easily, and I mean, Melissa, we just saw her. She still has that physique, because she's not yet there. I mean, for the women's bodybuilding thing, she just brought the conditioning and beat everyone else like last night, and
yeah,
I don't think she should have placed that high, to be
yeah.
honest.
Well, I
Cherry
think
should have been higher.
yeah, I think what it was, she might have needed to take the year off, maybe put on the size. But
Absolutely.
it's a condition that did win her. That's why she didn't do as
Yeah,
well at Chicago because
yeah,
Jessica Martin had a better
yeah,
condition in my
yeah,
opinion. Jessica Martin should
yeah.
have won that show.
Exactly.
I mean, they gave it to me. Honestly, they gave it to. I really don't say it, but they gave that to
Christina
Christina.
was off.
Yeah,
Christina was too off. Christina
yeah,
was too off. Like her conditioning was worse than Chicago, bro. Last night,
yeah. I
conditioning was
think
worse.
I think it gave her Chicago because she's attractive. She is, but but to
Um,
me,
she gave it to her. I'm gonna say like she was worse than Chicago,
yeah.
bro. Absolutely. Like the glutes were very soft,
Mm-hmm.
too soft.
Because remember she's talking about going over to
Yeah.
wellness, but it was too late now. And remember, like when I did an interview with Tina Fletcher, she says
She was
it's
never
not.
gonna go to play.
Yeah, it's not body breaking, it's body building, and you're not
Yeah.
willing to push the next level. You might as well just go ahead and just go
Yeah.
home. Where here we got and tell Nicole. I mean, as a fence, it's just me giving my perspective. It's not me hurting her feelings. It's just me giving my
Yeah.
thoughts and perspectives, especially as long as I've been doing this stuff and watching Valley Billy. And you understand
Yeah.
that. I don't mean any offense. I just, I know she's afraid that she look like a giraffe, but I'm just saying, think about if she makes a debut,
Yeah.
you really want to see how she want to, just as a test.
Yeah.
Um, we've got a lot of people here, this side of here. Uh, this is from Vinny says Angie's lift like a power lifter, while Natalia seemed like her knockers are preventing her from lifting in good form. Yeah, I think
I mean, Angie was amazing last night.
yes.
She's really powerful, very powerful.
she has that good spirit about her.
405 for 5 is amazing. 405 for 5, like that is what the strong women do.
Mm-hmm.
405 deadlift is not a joke. For 5 reps, it's amazing. She's probably a bit stronger than Andrea. Yeah. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
bodybuilding is not about like who is the most powerful and she will have the like most amount of mass. It's about the precision, like Kala was saying, like what was going on, right? Andre's precision was better, so contraction was better, so that is what, yeah, builds the tissue. That is
Well,
what it is all about. Doesn't matter like how much more you can lift.
yeah. Here, this is from Boy 2000. He says this. Uh, coming up. I need to get myself another computer. This is my sister gave me this one. I need to get myself a new one. He says this. There was hardly no emotion on her face when she did her rips. She was looking laser focused, and he's saying, "I was
Yeah.
referring to Natalia Kovaleva." Well, when you have too much Botox, you don't have no your muscles are, you don't have. Come
No,
on.
no, that's not the thing. The thing is, Natalia always has a gimmick, kind of. You will see, like, she has a gimmick. Like, she's always silent. She doesn't talk much. That's kind of her. That's how she likes to present herself. I've seen this from her. She talks as much, like, as less as possible.
Yeah, yeah. She has that. She's trying to be the strong Russian. She has that, and also I
Uh,
think one thing she always has that, at Facebook she don't smile a lot. Like sometimes you ever see her pictures, everybody's like,
yeah.
she's like, it's just that's
She
that's that's
doesn't
her.
she didn't talk. Doesn't have
Yeah,
much emotion. It's true.
she's like Ivan Draco. That's why they're telling her to say I must break you because because Karen he loved that part. I kind of like
Yeah,
the character too because you looking up at her, you looking over her, like kind of over her boobs, you looking up at her, she looking down at you.
yeah.
Imagine that if that was you, if she was on top of you at night, wear a nice look because and you see says I must break you. You really just said I don't know. I think I just busted. I can't. I you gotta go, baby. We said that, and you look at me like that, and the huge boobs, and they shining with baby oil, and then we're gonna, this is
Yeah.
from you know, this is from what's it? Andrea overall win the vote. So yeah, you got she's a hard worker. You got to give that to Andrea. Also, this is from
I mean, it could have gone either way. I'm gonna say. I mean, not bashing her, but could have gone either way because Angela was amazing. She was dominating the lower half. The lower half she was like spot on. But the upper body, Angela still needs to match. I mean, when they were hitting the front lat spread, Andrea's triceps were bulging over her. I mean, that's a picture perfect front lat spread. That's what Angela needs to crack. And I believe Angela can. She's very dangerous. I mean, she got the shape. She has got the shape too. Like she's very aesthetically pleasing as well, but
but
the
she
G
think
string was really was throwing off the shape. So like the bottom part of her abs were showing, and it was showing off. Like Michelle Brandt was commenting on her posts. She told absolutely the right thing that she needs to change the G string because it was throwing off the shape. She has a tiny waist, but the thing that she was wearing was throwing off the shape completely.
mhm.
But Angela is very dangerous.
Yeah, she's very
She's
dangerous.
not playing.
Well, still, like I said again, Warrior 2000. We all know that Andrea is not going to win. She is. That is no doubt about that. She like I said, this was just 4 weeks out from the Olympia, and like Big Keith
Yeah.
said,
Uh,
she is not peaked yet. I remember when I saw her at Savannah doing that guest posing when she was and she was her and Mona were doing a little pose down. Mona looked like Mona could have completed that show. She wanted to and probably beat Ashley Hattie for that title. But even Andre was just she was a little fuller. But then when she went to the Rising, she looked I know you have your doubts, Roy. I'm gonna say that, but still,
no, no doubt. I'm saying she won it and she won it deservingly. But the thing is, now she has a better shape, and Andrea definitely has a better shape, better arms. But I feel like the upper body Andrea dominated, the lower body Angela dominated. That was the thing. Like it was apples and oranges. Absolutely,
yeah.
it was apples
But
and oranges. But Andrea had the shape.
Yeah,
Andrea had the
and
shape, and that pulled it out.
yeah. And also, you remember when you turn the back. That's sometimes that's one
Yeah,
show. That's how some shows that Teresa Vasquez won was off her back when she competed back in 2020 against
yeah,
Rochelle Boswell at the Chicago Atlanta show. Rochelle looked great, but when you turn around, that's when Teresa took it because
Teresa is dangerous.
killer. And we know she's not competing this year. Just since I lost my bet to Jada, and I sent her money, so I hope she's happy.
Yeah,
Word 2000 says Natalia Cuejo won her battle against Sarah Vegas 80% over 17%. So
yeah, yeah. Natalia dominated her. So
yeah, I think Sarah, she's more like a throwback to her physique's like throwback to like Linda Murray era,
yeah.
Kim Vesky era of women's bodybuilding. She has good conditioning, amazing physique. She's closer to maybe
Sarah fits the category better.
yeah.
Sarah
She,
fits the category better.
she's more really physique than she is supposed to be. I
Yeah,
think the tide getting to the point where she's becoming more women's bodybuilding, especially how big and
she
broad her
needs
shoulders
to.
got.
She needs to.
Well, she's not going to ever go up there because she knows that she would get ghosted by at least two of the girls in the top five. But she might be. She's just going to win off of conditioning. This is from what Raheem wrong, bro. Andrea will win everything because 4 times Miss Olympia champion. Woo-hoo! So get through your thing. And you got here. This person was 2000. She's turning 40. Father time is undefeated. Yes, but you know what I mean. It doesn't. A lot of these ladies, Roy, you can agree with me. They hit their peak when they get 40 because their metabolism slows down. They can put on mass. They can really,
For
really,
women, it's different. Yeah,
yeah, because it's different compared to men. Women can hit their men. We hit our peak in our teenage years until we hit our 30s and 40s. It drops
yeah,
off. Women will start hitting their peak in their 40s to their 50s. We just had a couple of master shows. Some ladies look impressive. Some ladies should compete in open, but they say they feel comfortable with masters. Shout out to a lady who I just sent her pictures, lovely Melody Horton, aka Diamond Debbie. She looked good. She placed 14, but that's behind Sherry Mears. Sherry Mears looked pretty good. I remember somebody talking about that thing about colostomy bag. Hey, dude, don't talk about it.
yeah,
The woman survived cancer, and she still competed. She could have
yeah.
stayed out and not compete. She has a good physique. I'm hoping.
She
I
does.
should have sent her. I forgot. I might send her a picture later. I forgot to because I was so
Yeah,
busy. I was in the
I
laundry. But
remember her. I do remember her. But like surviving cancer and achieving that physique, it's amazing.
yeah, it is. We got here. This is War 2000. Don't get me wrong. Italian lifts heavier without breaking a sweat, but Andrea had better form overall. Just say it.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Say it. And also,
yeah.
this is from War 2000. Says, this is from, to Vinny. Said, Vinny, you're right. Win. And this is from War 2000. Said Raheem Hamilton. So Andrea gets age is your defense for your belief. So your beloved Natalia is to win Miss Olympia. Yeah, yeah. Because the age, it's saying age is number. But here, what age makes a difference. Because the fact is, Andrea is hitting her peak. She can probably go on for
Yeah.
another 8 or 9 years, and she might even
But
break.
here's the thing. I have a question for you. Do you
Yeah.
think it was close or not
Hmm?
last night? Do you think last night it was close or not?
Slightly,
Was it
but
close?
slightly. But I think what
It was extremely close.
Razor's Edge.
Because I'm telling you because uh Olympia they had a 4 women call out and it was done. Okay. But last night they had a final call out between the two and they were fighting. They were literally fighting. Linda Murray said that, Derek said that, and it was very close. I mean, the legs, the striations, and Angela held her own last night.
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not that big of a fan of Angela. I'm not biased for her, but the thing is, I mean, she pretty much it could have gone either way. For me, it could have gone either way. A lot of people, we fans are divided on this, right? A lot of people think she should have won, like things like that. I'm like okay with the decision. Andrea's like okay, she deserved the win based on certain things, but you could have said something else and gave her the win. I mean, it
Hmm.
was very close.
Yeah, it was very
It
close.
was very
Like I say,
close.
but like I say, it's always when you want to beat Andrea, even when you are on and she's just slightly off, you have to really like he said this. You have to come in with a knockout. Like was it about a month ago? Might as well say the fight between Valentina Shevchenko and Alexa Grasso. Alexa got a knockdown, but Valentina was doing more cage work, takedowns. Then Alexa got that last little thing, the last minute and a half of the fight, but they went with a draw. I feel like Valentina won. People said Alexa won. To me, I feel like Valentina won because she was doing more.
That was like kind of the Mexican thing, the Mexican Independence Day. So they were saying it was a politics. It was politics.
But they said that Valentina will take a step back because she hurt her thumb in the fight, and she can have surgery. Okay. And they said it might push Alexa versus Erin Blanchfield. I think I don't know. Maybe they should have a fight between Erin Blanchfield but I think they probably feel like they might want to give Erin her shot, and if Valentina gets better, then give her a shot, and if she beats her, then they probably get Nimone versus Valentina. But or give Alexa another shot at the title. I don't think but here he is.
I think Rose Namajunas can do the job.
Rose needs some time. She's an extra weight. All that time she was out, she's kind of skinny. She mostly just was barely just at her walking around weight fighting. She needs to put a little more size, maybe a little more muscle density. She's strong because I've seen she's a strong girl, but Rose needs more time. But this is MMA stuff. Next time Roy will do MMA thing, we will invite you. But here this is from Vinny. Say Warrior 2000. To be honest, the athletes are talking about politics, annoying me that most. They have right to their opinion, but not in my backyard. That is what bothered me. Well, politics is going to be everything, Vinny. It's unavoidable. That's the truth of it. It's just something.
I mean, Andrea is with Newton Nation, right? So you can just give someone else the win right away.
Yeah, it's just
she draws the money. She draws a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even though he's saying this, Teresa Vasquez has more followers than Andrea Shaw, what somebody told me, because Teresa Vasquez is more of the typical standard. She's blonde, she's white. Most people gonna follow the blonde white girl.
No, not because of that. The thing is the way they promote themselves. Andrea never does like thirst traps and things like that.
Oh yeah,
she keeps that Beyonce kind of status. Seriously.
Yeah, because she's kind of like because like one thing I'm sure we could. Because last year Teresa was down here. She worked with my man Glenn over the fitness, and Teresa does a lot of the, you might say, video poster stuff. She do stuff that the fanboys like.
Yeah, she's pretty.
But that's truthfully, yes, because they follow because she's, before I think she was better looking when she had darker hair. To me, but she does a lot of the, the magazines. This magazine here, she does a lot of picture stuff. Like Andre does some stuff every now and then, but most of the time she does stuff because she's paid by nutrition. Mutation. Yeah. They pay her. She does more.
Then Evogen as well. I mean, there are more companies, Trifecta, these companies, like these are very big companies. She's making a lot of money. Making a lot of money.
See, I think the one thing about this is everybody knows it, and I told this to KL. The thing about Angela does. I would say porn.
Angela, true. Like last night, I was also seeing that. I mean, physique wise, I mean, she's spot on, but last night I was going through some of her content last night, and it was like, no, it shouldn't be what should be.
I think it could be holding her back.
Too much, right? Yeah, exactly. That might be holding her back, and for Lola as well. Lola also does that stuff.
Yeah, because Lola wants to put that stuff that sometimes my channel I make little videos. Sometimes Lola have to edit them a bit because she does turn around a bit and show and one there's you have to put it dope, but sometimes I have to really edit because I don't gotta be careful for YouTube. They give you a little allowance with some things, but not too much. And and that's it. That's one thing I think that's why I don't think Angela's going to be Miss Olympia because they don't want a Miss Olympia that does have like OnlyFans or any kind of
Yeah,
content
content
like
like
that.
this. But I mean, Margie also has things like that going on.
But
Linda also has things like going on. I mean, Linda Murray also did have. I'm asking. I don't know.
Linda Murray never did because by the time Linda Murray was around, Linda did photo shoots for like Bill Dobbs and stuff like that. Nothing like you remember the book The Women. That's the
Yeah,
closest
yeah,
you got to. You can really see her naked. You see her. You knew she was naked, but you see.
yeah.
You see. There's some. I think there's a picture somewhere where you do see a boob out. But
I
generally,
think Angela needs to shut down her OnlyFans ASAP. I mean, the content over there, like everybody can view it. I mean, I was just going there, and it's not like you have to pay and then you will see the content. Some of the content you could see, and I'm like, wow.
also she does her
Yeah.
biceps. Cam.com
Her
too. She does.
biceps is fine. I mean, everybody does that, but the extreme stuff like showing clits and things like that, that's not right.
With her, the personality she is, she probably won't stop doing it. She loves what she does. She's even
I
married.
hope no female bodybuilder is here. Oh my god.
Well,
I don't want to. I don't
I
want to
think
be caught saying these stuff.
I think Melissa Tight. She listens to my. She listens to my because my man Keith told me listen tight. Listens. This is from my man KL says, Roy, you need a profile avatar, buddy. Good that you're commentating again. Yeah, you need yourself a profile. Find yourself something that you like.
Yeah.
Like my
I've tried
profile.
it. I tried it many times, but it doesn't work. Let me try again. One
Yeah,
second.
you just keep trying. But my profile is.
Yeah.
Hi there.
Oh my god, you're scaring me.
I just love that. I just love that version. That version of I
Yeah.
grew up with Cesar Romero. Watch Jack Nicholson as a Joker. But Heath just took that character. And Joker is one of the most popular villains in comic books. The man already been in
Yeah.
dozens of movies, and he won two Oscars for two actors. One for Joaquin, one for Prosperity for Heath. Here, this is from Stefan Perry. He says, "Who is the top three for Olympia?" If you missed that earlier, we're guessing
Yeah.
possibly Andrea, Angela.
Keith gave the most realistic thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Andrea, Angela, and possibly
Mela.
Mela or Michaela.
Mela.
Probably Mela.
Mela.
Yeah, if she could bring her condition
Mela.
compared to what she was last night. Saturday night. Yeah, Mela.
I, I saw Mela above Michaela last night.
Mm-hmm.
Mela should have been higher. Mela has a beautiful, shape. God is like, oh,
She reminds me of so much of Vicky Gates. She lives in
yeah. I mean,
she lives in
Vicky
Texas
Gates.
now.
Yeah,
The eyes and so
yeah.
much the physique.
She's so beautiful. I
She
mean,
is.
she's
I know
gorgeous.
Tony McMurtry is one of her clients. She works with Tony McMurtry. Cool lady, shout out to Tony. You know, she just needs to really, if she can bring in her condition like she was when she
Yeah.
first when she switched over from physique to women's
Yeah,
bodybuilding.
2020, right?
Yeah, that was the year after
2020.
they did her and Jada did the Ultima in Louisiana. They were told to switch over, and
Yeah,
just I think this was
yeah,
pictures from when she did. She
yeah.
just had a great look to her, great muscle. I mean,
Hmm.
I sent a couple emails to her, talked to her.
Yeah.
So try to get her for interview, but she's really busy. Maybe but um,
She follows me on Insta, I guess. Yeah, she follows me.
that's great. I mean, it's good they follow.
Yeah, she
I,
follows me.
I I got Linda Murray following me.
Ah, you have a
Yeah,
lot of people following. Yeah,
like I said,
there are a few female bodybuilders who follow me. I mean, very rare. Mela is the only like the big one who follows me. Yeah,
I know I got
Mila's
quite a
the only big
few.
one.
I just saw Taylor Rogge just started following me.
Wow, she's very beautiful.
I think this is another example. I think she might need to step back and do physique for a while. What you think?
No, not physique. She's doing the right thing. I mean, let her grow in the division. I mean, it's already in a very bad state. Don't let her go.
So
Yeah,
we need
just
that.
don't let her go.
Yeah, we need that
Yeah.
fresh young blood. She was wellness. She took
Yes.
second to Salika at the Nationals last year.
Yeah.
Then and this, people talk about she was the only one that she won her pro card. I wish Hannah would have stayed with. She probably they probably would have gave her a pro card too. But
Yeah.
Hannah, she went to that show and he went to the North Americans. There was controversy about her, winning there. I think she should have stayed there. She
I
got a.
think she's amazing.
Hmm?
I mean, she's not that. I mean, she's not that bad. Her lats are just non-existent.
Yeah, she's
I
kind
mean,
of like
her
um,
lats are not great. Yeah.
it's kind of like that chick Romania Ona, you know, who
I
just she
don't
has a great, amazing body, killer abs,
know.
but
Yeah.
just no lats. Her lats just she has somebody
Yeah.
says she has a gym body, and who else is just
The only woman who has lats right now is Natalia Coelho.
mm, yeah, Michaela Getler's like she just because her height really gives her those proportions because she's
Michaela,
short.
if she had a better shape, she would be Miss Olympia right
Yeah,
now.
but
Michaela.
this is from it says this is from Raheem says who is Rose? Oh, Rose
Rose Namajunas.
Namajunas, Thug Rose, Thug Rose,
Tough
Thug
Rose.
Rose, Thug Rose.
We're talking UFC.
Yeah, UFC. He should have beat Carla Esparza. I mean, that was
Yeah.
sloppy. That was sloppy. That Carla just had a kid. She's had a son with her husband.
By the way, how's your health right now?
Oh, it's good. Just
How's your
like
health?
my health.
Yeah, your health.
It's good. Like I said, with Dr. Raver, everything's pretty good. Just I need to get back in the gym, but like I said, I'm taking my nephew back and forth to work, and I didn't get a chance to get back in the gym for a while. I need to get back in. Until
Oh,
once he gets his car and get everything straightened out, I'm going back. I'm also been having problems with my shoulder, so that's why I haven't been working out too much
yeah.
because one of my shoulders has a tear, the other one has spurs. I need to get in contact with my
Uh,
orthopedic to get another shot or something. But it's part when son,
yeah.
I'm going to be 49 in a couple of months. When you get older, it's just one of those things in life that happens. Here
Yeah.
we got
You're not
here
that
for
old.
yeah, not too, but I've been working since
You're
I
not
can
that old.
remember.
My mom's older.
Yeah, I've been working since your mom will tell you if you work as long as since you were young, sometimes that stuff will start
Yeah.
piling up on you. I've been working since I was
Yeah.
doing field work since I was about 10 or 12 years old and working in the gas station
Wow.
until I was 16, holding out two jobs. I mean,
I
con-
see.
yeah, concrete does not bend. It does not, it's not soft.
I
Warrior
see.
2000 says, you got the legend Linda following you. Lucky you, George. Thank you, Warrior 2000.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Great lady, beautiful lady, great visit. Can't believe she's going to be 62 next year.
She's got the best physique ever. 2002.
Yeah, in fact, I wasn't too big of. I liked her, but not a big fan of Linda. But now I'm a fan of what she's doing now in bodybuilding. I
Yeah.
wish one thing if she can have. I know she has real strength back up. If she can have some more people to back her, maybe get because
Yeah.
we lost Savannah. That was one of the shows that I went saw last year. I
Yeah.
saw her there. I was thinking about going to Atlanta because my niece she stays down there, and I was thinking to go
Yeah.
there, stay with her, and go to Atlanta Pro. But I had to get my car fixed to get it worked done. That's money.
Yeah.
If you have a car,
Yeah.
it's expensive. But what she's doing now for bodybuilding, that is good.
Yeah.
I wish if she can get more people to back her other than Wings of Strength, maybe
Yeah.
maybe get another show, especially in Texas. I was Andrea
Exactly.
Sauer. Andrea Sauer. She was visiting Texas, and she says, "I wish there was some shows in Texas because she liked it." I think they was going to plan to do one, but they dropped out of some minute or last minute something like that because it was on the list last year when they put the list for the shows for next year, for this year.
Yeah.
But if you can put a show in Texas, you have bodybuilders there. Melee lives there.
Exactly.
Mona Persolet lives there.
Yeah.
There's another lady who I was talking to. She lives there. Uh,
There are good guys also who are there. I mean, they will help promote the show.
yeah,
So I
you know,
mean,
I think like Tim Gardner. He has a show in Texas, but he has. I don't think he has no women's. He don't has any other than figure. He has no real women's bodybuilding kind of divisions like physique
yeah,
or women's bodybuilding. He has
they
figure.
they just want it out. I mean, Angela stepping up has will really help women's bodybuilding.
Yeah,
Like she's going toe to toe.
yeah, and with the triple O dynasty, her, Sydney, and Whitney. And that's showing the West Coast. There's a lot of, like I said, Andrea talked about she would love to do a show. I know Winnie Sanchez, who lives in Colorado, said she'd love to do a show closer to the West, so they have to go to Chicago or to New York or to Pittsburgh or to Tampa to all the way to Florida. If there's shows right there, if you can put a show in, because that show in the Triple O show is gonna be Arizona. Show you have the Rise of Phoenix, but Rise of Phoenix is invitational. But if you can get a show like that, show that Sid, Andrea, and Whitney are putting together, then another show in Texas, and I think also Jake got a couple of amateur shows in Arizona. One of them can be turned to a pro-am. And all does a pro-am does is it's the amateurs paying for the pros, plus he gets some sponsorships.
I get it.
Yeah, we got here.
You have a lot of knowledge.
You have the book knowledge. I just have the street knowledge. That's the thing is, you have the book knowledge.
I don't have the book knowledge. I don't have the book knowledge. It's like I know certain things because like I've been working out for years, but it's not like at bodybuilding. It's completely different. I mean, train is different, plan is different. Those stuffs, those drugs. I mean, some of it I know. My brother takes them. I know what happens, what to do. I know, but
that's like first-hand knowledge is just as good as book knowledge. When you know from other people, you learn from other people. I'm just learning from my interviews, this conversation and stuff I learned from over the years watching Fallen Bodybuilder. We got here from World 2000. I always been a fan of Linda Murray in her prime time in the 90s. She looked great in the 90s. She came back in 2000. She competed for 3 more years in 2000 and took away. It's always a debate. If it wasn't for those 2 losses back to box to Ken Zavetsky, you think she would have kept on going through the 90s?
I mean, she was amazing. She was amazing. I don't know what to say. I mean, they were different. But Kim Zavetsky is still my favorite, one of my favorites. I mean, I was not born back then, but seeing from the photos and all that stuff, like she was amazing. She could have taken on Andrea.
Yeah, I think
she could have taken on Andrea.
Nobody could have. I don't know. I think really that last 99, that last Miss Olympia for her, she was really huge. People talk about Iris, but it was really Kim. That's why after Kim, that's why they changed the put in that 19-20% rule because how big Kim was that year. People talk about Iris, but it was really Kim Zavetsky that did it. It's easy to put it on Iris, but Iris had to. She was at that Olympia that year, and she wasn't even. I don't think she was even the top 5. She was still small and growing.
Yeah.
Also, Millie Hoyt competed at that show too.
Andrea is the biggest. I mean, pound for pound, the biggest woman to be the Miss Olympia.
Yeah.
So it's the evolution of the sport, and Andrea is not like Natalia Kurabaleva that it looks bad. I mean, she's a beautiful math monster. So it looks good.
Yeah, Anastasia Kovaleva. Kovaleva. She's
Kurabaleva. Have you seen her?
Kurabaleva. She
the bigger one.
Yeah, she is.
She's a monster.
She's not that tall of a girl. I think she's like maybe 5'4", 5'4".
She looks like an open male bodybuilder. Like her physique is comparable with an open male bodybuilder.
Yeah, because when she turned pro, she was good size, but I think she's really, 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 really getting,
She's juicing.
Because she lives, she lives overseas. She lives in Romania. She was in Russia, but she moved to Romania. And over there, their stuff is a little bit more higher grade to America. A lot of these bodies, like this one lady who I follow, her name is Linka Venkova. She's from Czech Republic. Yeah, remember? She was doing pretty good. She won Tampa.
She did a switch.
But then I think she might have, because I think she lives in the States now. She might go to Czech Republic now and then, but now she lives in the States. And the stuff here is a bit not as, potent compared to if she's still living overseas. Or you look at Vera Mirkova, who, there's always been debate that she's possibly not too much feminine anymore. But, Anastasia, her English has gotten better because she does a lot of videos and stuff. She's a coach. I think people want her to
Yeah.
win the last couple of shows, but thing is, I know
I also want her to win. I mean, she will bring the clout and the popularity, so it will be good for women's bodybuilding.
yeah, she like I said, she has a great personality about her. She's close to a guy at 212. And this is how she's evolved. This is like from last year, 2021.
She's more than 200 pounds, I guess.
Yeah,
She's more than 200 pounds.
yeah,
She's definitely bigger than Andrea. Definitely bigger.
yeah, he's really I think, but that's the problem that they didn't want the girls. This is what they talk about. They didn't want
This big, I mean.
yeah, they didn't want the girls to get this big. But this is just her purpose when she
Yeah.
dries out and
Oh my god.
yeah
Look at that. I like that. I mean, it's bodybuilding, but I'm
yeah,
still.
but not for women. You don't want to see too much for women.
Yeah, I mean, if she was like, if she could carry herself in a more, maybe in a more feminine way. I mean, carry herself because everybody has the changes in their face. Okay, everybody has that. Doesn't matter how feminine or things like that. But maybe some longer hair. I mean, she has good hair. I mean, it's not like she has turned bald or something. But maybe some, some get some hair, some maybe some
Hair
boobs. I
extensions.
mean,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Hair extensions.
yeah,
Some
because
more, femininity. Just like Andrea does, in her stories, like doing her things, doing the little things.
hmm well, I think maybe if she gets the right coaches, it's too late. I don't know if it's too late to pull her back a little bit because where where she's at
But
now.
this looks amazing, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
look at her
mean,
back. Look at her back. It's like, oh my god.
yeah, I think so I remember somebody put a joke post on say she don't need to wear no bra. She can compete in men. Hey man, don't do that. Don't do that.
If they're saying that they have to say this for every woman without influence, I mean,
Yeah, it's
this
a
is just
choice.
nasty. I mean, that's not a thing.
Yeah, I think like we talked about a couple weeks ago, we had a discussion about that, and then you look at like Natalia when she was competing, she just seemed like she's different. She had time. She couldn't do some of the like, especially the cross cables or the bench as well
Yeah.
because if they that large. If you get them like a moderate size, like something
Yeah.
like Teresa Vasic or your Andrea Sauer.
Mila's ones are perfect. Mila's ones are perfect. They
Yeah,
don't look
Mela is a
bad.
good
I mean,
example.
Mila is so gorgeous. I mean, like that's the physique I want for myself. Like she's everything I want. Like,
She
she's
is.
amazing.
She's.
She's
Uh,
amazing.
we got here. From Raheem Hammond says George wants Andrea to follow him. LOL. Well, she doesn't follow me, but she does comment on stuff I posted, and that's just as good as a follow. If she follows, that's great. But if she sees something I post and she posts and comments on it, that's appreciated because she's paying attention, especially if I tag her. Some ladies like to be tagged. They say
But
George.
but but Andrea right now is a celebrity, so she's not like regular bodybuilder right
Yeah,
now. She's kind of like on that Chris Bumstead level right now. So
yeah, yeah.
it's not
Even
like we fans are like she has like she's over the top right now.
yeah, even Natalia Cuejo, she comments on stuff I post because well, she's a narcissist, so that's what her.
She's
She's a narcissist, yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, so she's
I
always.
mean, there are many things that I can share with you, but not here. I mean, I have my personal experiences with her. So
All right, I
there are
understand.
things I can share. Maybe here, not here. It will be too much controversial. So
Now I understand. Well,
yeah, I'll tell you
we got a
later.
couple more here. We're gonna head out. We have here Stefan Prey, Linda, greatest of all time. I would say that. Yes, true. And
Yeah, true.
he says Natalia is 5'7". Oh, she's pretty tall then. That's 5'7". That's pretty.
Can, who is he talking about?
Uh, I think he's talking about
Coelho
Natalia Kovaleva.
or Korabaleva? I mean,
Yeah,
there are so many Italians.
yeah. You get Natalia Kovaleva, get Natalia
Coelho,
Cuejo.
Korabaleva.
There's a Natalia Stalin.
Amazonka. There is an Amazonka. Kudratsieva.
Anastasia. That's Anastasia Alsanka.
Anastasia, and there is another one who's the
Anastasia
biggest. I
Livanova.
mean, the Amazonka one.
Yeah,
Amazonka.
yeah.
She's the
Italian,
biggest.
Italian, you have two Russian Italians, and you have
Yeah,
the Brazilian Italia. You have I think you also
yeah,
have a Spanish Italia, two or three of those, and you have the two Anastasias, you know,
Yeah.
and both of them are
The
Russians.
biggest ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Leah Nova, as you know, she's not gonna compete because she can't get a visa. Her husband talking shit that his wife's gonna be she can't make the shows and can't compete. She's not gonna be anybody. I thought she's gonna do the
Yeah.
Europa show, but because she just can't get a visa, mostly because I don't think he lives in Russia anymore. He moved to Romania, but it
Yeah.
probably take away. Also I know Asaka Perez. She wanted to compete that show in Romania, but because they denied her visa, but she did compete in the Masters show in Pittsburgh. Shout out to her. So but Natalia's 5'7". I did see her while I was at Savannah. I thought but she's wearing high heels now. She's a little taller, but yeah, 5'7". That's pretty tall. Anytime,
5'7" is not that tall. I mean,
well,
I'm
for a
I'm also
woman,
5'7". I'm just not that
well, you
tall.
got to for a woman that's kind of tall. Women usually be anything between maybe 5'4" to maybe at 5'3", and then you get too
I
short.
mean, in America, it's a
Yeah,
different story. I mean, most
yeah,
girls are tall.
yeah,
The white girls are tall now.
yeah, yeah. White girls are like telling like five. I'm 5'7", and I'm a man. But I got a couple of
Yeah,
nephews
I'm
who
also
nearly.
5'7".
Yeah, I got a couple of nephews. They're 6 feet, but they have different fathers. And my oldest nephew, his uncle on his father's side was pretty tall man, and my
I
second
get
oldest
it.
nephew, his father.
Black men are strong. I mean,
Yeah,
they're strong.
yeah, yeah. But it's sometimes my older brother James, he was almost 6 feet. He was about 6 feet. My sister, she's a little bit just about as tall as I am. So they got
I
the
get
luck of the draw when it came to the height. Me and my she's a baby girl, but she's also married. We were kind of my mom told like this. My oldest sister and my youngest brother took after my father's side of the family.
I get it.
My oldest brother and my second oldest sister took after my mother's side of the family. Her mother,
Yeah.
my grandmother's mother's side of the family, and me and my
Yeah.
sister, we took after my grandmother, my father's mother's side of the family. We're short and
Yeah.
dumpy. But I say it like this. It was a pretty lineup. I know. What do you thought about Alex Flex Hall?
Yeah. She's she's exactly what physique should be. I mean, that is women's physique right there. That is women's physique. That was like she matched the criteria completely. I mean, if they give her the title this year, I mean
Yes,
that would be the right
Arizona.
thing to do.
At
That
Arizona,
would be the right thing to do.
because I met her when she competed at Savannah last year, and
Yeah.
she lives. I'm surprised she did this show because there was the show in Daytona, and she lives in Georgia.
Yeah.
But I guess she felt like she had maybe she wanted to do that show, maybe get a better shot, and she does have a great look to her. She's
I
also
mean,
she's really
she
cool with
was amazing. I mean, eh,
yeah
that's exactly what physique should be. I mean, I really mean it.
yeah because she's really
She
cool with
matches the criteria.
yeah she's friends with Salika Given. I've been talking to Salika, trying to get
Yeah.
her on do a live stream one of these days.
Salika, man, if she steps up, she can take on Andrea. She has the mass
Hmm.
and she has the genetics.
She just need
She
working on
has it.
conditioning.
Yeah, yeah. She needs to work on the conditioning, the size, the symmetry, everything is there. Her back is like Ronnie Coleman 2.0.
Yeah,
Absolutely, that's demon back that she has.
yeah. I've been
I
talking
mean
to
the scapula. I mean the scapula. If you see the scapula, I mean the traps and all that. Like you will see the shape. Like she has that Ronnie Coleman kind of back. Absolutely, like her back is like this thing of nature. Like if you see her back and keep a picture of Ronnie Coleman beside it, you will see like a mini version of Ronnie Coleman.
yeah, and she's
Just
about
look at
30.
her.
I mean, she has if she can bring conditioning.
She
And that's
has so much size.
mhm.
She's round. You see, like she's round, round, like
She has those
thick
muscle bellies.
muscle belly. Exactly, like Andrea. She's very much like Andrea.
Yeah, if she can bring in the conditioning and
Her
maybe like
triceps. Look at that back. Look at the back.
yeah,
Look at
yeah,
that back. Look at that, like the scapula, the upper part,
uh-huh.
the upper part of the back. Look at that. It's round. You see that? It's
Yeah, I
not like
see it.
a straight one that you see in the that you see regularly. Look at the thickness of the lats. Look at the
Hmm.
thickness. See how much how much like wide the lats are. This
Yeah,
is bodybuilding right
yeah.
here.
Because
This
I
is
think she
bodybuilding.
took third in Atlanta, and
Okay,
she actually
she
took
needs to
sixth
step up.
at Tampa. You know,
Yeah.
and she
I mean, oh, she's really amazing. She needs to nail the condition ASAP.
yeah, she started doing some video sessions and photo sessions. I told her a while back.
Yeah,
I said, you need to do some more video and photo sessions. She said, I don't know about. Yeah, you need to because that's one thing. She's getting
yeah.
hot now. She's getting hot.
And she's pretty as well. Not like
Big smile. You know.
she's pretty. Yeah, she's pretty
Yeah,
as well. Why not?
yeah. I think, like I said, I hope she.
You should try to get an interview with her.
Well, we've been talking to been talking to her, but I gotta like I said, sometimes you can't make a like Money Mike said like this. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it think. So
Yeah,
yeah. But
yeah,
I like her. She has a great physique. Look to her. She did earn a pro card last year and competed this year. Some ladies will take a year off, and really
yeah.
work on some things, bring a little size, work conditioning. But
Next year she'll not be playing around next year.
yeah, uh, here this is right here we have here the champ.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that.
Congratulations, even though you couldn't make it today. Super proud of you. Super proud of you. So, girl, please
Andrea
don't
straight into the
forget.
hero.
Your pro debut comes. Shine, mama. Just shine. Just smile and shine. It's your time. Take it. All right, we cheer you on, baby.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
She's just
she knows she can do it. Take her on.
just love Andrea. This is from the I think this is from the
Yeah,
finals
the
at
routine was beautiful.
just amazing. I think she kind of reminds me of one of my favorites back in the day, Heather Foster.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
hope I knew.
hmm?
Yeah, I have not heard of her.
Yeah, Heather Foster was thick,
Yeah,
muscle, great. She was Jamaican, so and big fan of Heather Foster.
yeah.
She has that same
Look at the back. Look at the back. Oh my
get the
god.
back. Yeah,
Wow.
she got to bring in a little more styration to glutes, and then also in the leg because it
Way
really
more
solid.
striations. Way
Yeah,
more
more striations
finishing.
because
Way more conditioning.
yeah, but upper body,
But she's there. She's there. I mean, she's
yeah,
there. Everything is there. I mean, it's just she needs to reveal all the hard work. Look at
yeah,
that.
yeah. Just bring conditioning,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I think the next show she
She
competes
should
in,
nail it.
yeah, next show she
She
competes
doesn't
in.
have to be. She does. It doesn't have to be ACOG shredded. She
Mhm.
does. She just needs to level up a bit.
Yeah, if she just got to
Yeah.
just bring in just good enough. You don't have to be like ACOG, don't have to be like Andrea. Just
Yeah.
your level and good enough for you. This is from Vinny says Salika is fire. Yeah, Salika is fire. And this is from Boy 2000. When the heck Rachel Madad is going to step on stage? We don't know. Rachel is busy. She's she's a posing coach. She's got her stuff. She'll probably come when she feel like she's ready to. A lot of these ladies,
Yeah.
they like to take the time. Especially because she's been to
Yeah.
Olympia twice. Last year, she might compete next year. She's taking a break. Sometimes, some ladies don't. There's some women who like to be consistent, and some just like to take a step back. Don Salib, she just did an interview with David Bryan over the Female Body Channel, and also for Female Body Channel, for Female Body Channel, and also with David of Female Body Forum, also with KL, that she's taking a break, and can't fall to take a break. I mean, she compete for a long time, and she needs time to rest, and she's not. Like I said, you gotta remember Donna's not no sweet chicken. She is in her 50s, and I think she probably wants to spend more time with family and friends, and then we might see Donna come back in 2025. I mean, I think that's what she wants to shoot at because she wants to do the Masters Olympia again, and I think it's the year she's shooting for that one.
I get it.
Yeah. So, bro, we have anything else to talk about, or you feel like you have anything you want to say?
I mean, what else to talk about? I had a nice time talking with you. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. right now.
Yeah. Well,
But I'm
you.
working.
Yeah.
Working. Yeah.
Well, cause I know you're not sleeping.
Usually I'm not sleeping. Actually, I'm talking with you and I'm doing some work. I mean, I'll be applying for a job. I'm a 3D artist, so maybe applying for that. Yeah.
Well,
I'm really trying hard to like come to the US. I mean, it's hard. My sisters
yeah,
work there. Yeah.
yeah, I know. Especially with with the whole thing with the virus going on, they changed the formats, and everything, and also with going on with
Yeah.
overseas and in Russia. And it's hard to get a visa. You probably got it easier with your country compared to others. But
Yeah.
just take your time. America's not going anytime soon. We're not going to concede just yet. We'll be here.
Yeah.
Like I said, you
Where do
know,
you stay though? Where do you stay? In America? Which
Well,
state or district?
I say on the eastern seaboard, in North Carolina. It's one
North
of the
Carolina.
yeah, it was one of the original 13 states when America was established. And
Okay.
yeah, it's one of the more progressive states where through the
Yeah.
pandemic, our governor had gave us assistance for like I was getting like what we call here food stamps. I was getting that for about 2 years, which helped out. So
Yeah.
I was why I was able to save money to go to Savannah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you
I get
spend
it. Mm.
yeah you spend food, especially eating healthier, it costs more to eat healthy than we eat regular everything else. But
Yeah.
I was hoping to try to save some more again, but things happen. But we were talking about who you think is gonna be top three for women's physique
This year,
this year.
I think Sarah will win. I don't want her to win, but I think she'll win. Natalia will get second. Third, I think if they really mark Emily down for her like huge legs, which they should, I think Brooke will again get this third. I mean, it will repeat from 2019, 20. So
Yeah,
I,
I
I
feel like
I really see Sarah winning this year. I mean, because she's more streamlined. Last year, it was not like a perfect score win for Natalia. It was just a 1 point difference. So and Sarah has like a better structure, I would say, from the back. I mean, Natalia's triceps are a problem. Natalia's triceps are a bit, maybe nerve damage or something. I really don't know. I don't want to comment on that. But her triceps are not strong. Natalia pretty much loses the tricep shots. So Sarah has like amazing tricep, and Sarah has some attributes in her physique that really stands out. I mean, I don't like I don't like Sarah as a person. I must say I really don't like Sarah. But it is what it is. They're athletes. They're celebrities. We're just common people. We can just comment on the physiques.
well, like
That
I
is what
said,
it is.
I'm like this. I think I would like to see Brooke Walker win. Maybe Sarah
Yeah,
takes,
she she fits the category very well.
yeah. I think Sarah might take second, and maybe Ty take third.
Yeah.
Emily, she said she's not gonna go up to women's
And
bodybuilding.
she's a bodybuilder. No. She will never said that she won't go to women's bodybuilding.
Yeah, well,
Did you
just
see the interview? Did you see the interview with that big rock star show? She told that with 1 more year off I can, but it's not something that I won't do. So she said it. Emily is not like, oh, I don't want to do that or something like that. Emily knows that she has to go there. And Natalia Coelho in the interview, I mean, I watched all these stuff like very precisely. So Natalia also said that she has to do women's bodybuilding. This is not her division. For women's physique, she has to go back, and she will never do that. Natalia herself said that in her
hmm
interview. So
yeah,
I'm 1000% sure she'll be coming current player.
yeah. And you still have Ann Moon and Evie Rain.
Yeah.
Evie,
Evie is okay for physique. She she's okay for physique. I mean, her legs are not that there
big.
yet, but Anne Moon desperately needs to move up.
Well, Ann has said this many times, I've heard this from female body
Yeah,
chat herself. She doesn't want to go
yeah.
up because her and Barbara live in France, and France is
So,
very they look down on it.
so she
But
has to keep on losing every year.
mhm, if she goes over, maybe take a year off and do like Barbara doing, she can probably
She
place
will be
well.
amazing. She
Yeah,
will
she
be
probably.
amazing. Barbara is taking 2 years off. I mean, like what? Why is she taking 2 years off? I mean, Barbara's size is already there, so she is doing women's bodybuilding. I'm pretty sure about it.
Well,
I
I
commented on
think
her post and she was like she hearted that, so it's not like she was pissed off by it. So that really means that she's cooking something. Yeah.
Well, remember in my interview with her, she felt like she's really, where we talk about how she plays it, and she just feel like that.
Yeah.
She's just like
She,
she's like
what do I have
Michaela.
to do? Yeah.
She's like
She's like
Michaela.
Michaela?
She's
No,
a
absolutely
gatekeeper.
not.
Well, not in the way
Yeah.
like physique
She
wise,
has
but
amazing
yeah,
structure.
she is.
Barbara is freaking
Yeah,
amazing.
but I'm saying like, she's like a gatekeeper. She's just we call gatekeeper just somebody who's like
Yeah.
she'll be in that same place. Sometimes she'll
Yeah.
just be like
I get it. I get it.
yeah, because like
Like
if
fourth place, fourth place, fourth place.
yeah, hold her, she's gonna hold her place, and some people might pass
Yeah.
her, but some people might not. Brooke will pass her.
Mm-hmm.
Her buddy doesn't. Ann hasn't passed her, or Evie hasn't passed her.
Hmm.
That's what you call a
Exactly.
gatekeeper.
She's just in fourth. Exactly.
Mhm.
But the thing is, Barbara has like those like amazing glutes. If you see those like glutes, if you see them, like they're really big and developed, striated. I mean, she has the bodybuilding kind of factor in her. I mean, the arms are much bigger compared to like if you see Sarah next to her, her arms are way bigger. Her biceps are way more freakier. The triceps are much bigger. The long head is way more developed. The back is like the last. I would say it's fine. I mean, like there is not much difference in the two divisions, but Barbara is something different. Like she doesn't fit physique that well. I'm really gonna say this. I have seen her physique time and times again, but she needs to step up.
Yeah, I
She needs
think
to
that's
step up, and she's doing it. She's doing it.
well. Like I said,
Mhm.
she just like I said, she brings in conditioning,
Yeah,
and like I said, she says she's taking 2 years off.
yeah.
That's enough time to
Hmm.
really put on maybe a little bit more size, and
A
still,
lot of more size. A
yeah,
lot of more size.
and still come in great shape.
Barbara is not small. Barbara is not small. I'm telling you. She's really big. I mean, the way she poses, she does like she's very like ultra feminine, but she's really big. Look at the biceps and
Hmm.
compare it with Natalia and Sarah.
Hmm.
Look at the delts. She she's
Hmm.
she's her arms, the upper body is really amazing.
Yeah,
I'm not saying like
she
she's like similar to Andrea or something, but she's definitely not like physique. She needs to cross over.
yeah. Well, like I
She's
said,
older
I
for
think yeah, she's a great lady. I enjoyed my conversation with her. I still keep in
Yeah,
contact with
she's
her.
very sweet. She's very sweet. She's very sweet.
Yeah,
The
this is from
the first video that she posted, it was mine. You see her,
oh
the first video. Yeah, I made a new channel. You didn't see that.
yeah, I see your channel. Yeah,
You saw the channel?
yeah,
Yeah.
I saw your channel. Yeah, I saw it. I'm always like
No,
I
not
tell.
not YouTube. I'm not talking about YouTube.
Oh, now
Instagram, new
YouTube.
account.
Oh, it's fair. Oh, okay.
Instagram.
Well,
She posted it. The first post. You see the first post. Go to the the recent one she posted.
where right here?
Yeah, on the front. On the front. The
She
most recent one. The
oh,
most
she
recent
pinned it.
one. That
This
video.
one,
Yeah,
this
I
one
made
here.
this one. Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
I made this one
Yeah,
for her.
I commented on it. This is
Yeah, I saw that. I liked it. I liked it.
yeah. I made a couple some fan art and then I sent it to her. She likes it. She posted it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah. I just made one for Natalia, and I got scammed. Whatever. But I mean,
well.
I plan to do some more things.
Well, with Barbara, she's appreciated when people send her something because sometimes I see something every
Exactly.
every month, and she likes it. Sometimes she'll
She's really
post it,
sweet.
but I think she's just a
Yeah.
sweet lady. She's a mother, and you can't believe she's in her 50s. I can't believe it.
Same with Sherry. I mean, these women are motherly and really great. Same
Yeah.
with Sherry. Sherry is also very nice.
Stefan says Donna's 49. Okay, that's correct. I thought she was yeah, she's 49. Yeah. Also, this is from Vinny. He says, "Wishful thinking. I wish Gina Feldman wins physique division or move up to women's body. I don't think Gina's gonna move up. She's
Yeah,
her
she,
Ivy had
she's
that.
she's very much physique.
Yeah, her Ivy had that same
Yeah,
kind of build, broad shoulders and very small at the bottom. You know, they
Yeah.
have the same.
I mean, but very recently, physique criteria, I guess they will change it because everything is like they're making changes to other divisions as well, right?
Well,
So, I mean,
as you know, they talk about trying to put some changes for women's for wellness. One of my little birdies sent me a video. This guy who does content, he said to me, it's I think I'll send you that video. You check it out. And he talked about how
yeah,
wellness is getting a lot more defined, a lot more size, like yeah, you know,
yeah.
and
I
uh,
mean, wellness is an unnecessary division.
well, the purpose isn't
It's
because
unnecessary.
well, the purpose is a vision for girls who are in bikini, who are getting too big for bikini, and girls in you know
I mean,
fig-
it's they can just do figure. I mean, what's the
well,
point of it?
but thing is, like I said, that it's really for those competitors to like the Brazilians who
Yeah,
have
they could have done they could have done this in the Arnold Classic only. I mean, Olympia. I mean, they're taking away the women's bodybuilding spots and things like that. They've already hurt women's bodybuilding a lot. So I mean,
yeah. Well, you know, a lot of the girls who switching from you got a lot of girls switching from figure and
figure to
physique
wellness. Yeah,
just
it's really hurting the yeah.
yeah, because you know one girl I saw, Samantha Jering, who competed figure, she's going over to wellness, but Samantha Jering, no,
Yeah,
she's
she's an influencer.
yeah, she should
She,
she don't want to go with physique, but that be the better division for her because when she trains and how she builds her muscle, one lady I was talking, her name is Blanca Sells. She looks
yeah,
like she can go. She says she wants to go to wellness, but the way Blanca is built, she's closer to physique than it is to wellness because she puts on a lot of muscle. She has a great physique, she has a great look to her. But I think because wellness is a new popular division, that's why a lot of girls like, Daphne, who I interviewed and talked to her, Daphne Carter, Daphne Holmes now, she was in wellness, but I think because where her arms are, she has big arms. It was too much for
yeah.
wellness. That's why she went back to physique. I think
I mean,
if
women's bodybuilding is doing great right now. Bodybuilding, I mean, physique. Women's bodybuilding will grow. The
Mhm.
good times are coming.
Hmm. Yeah, with more of the girls who are going up now, Ashley Jones, she's taking this years off.
Ashley
And
Jones is looking. Have you seen the back?
there's that picture.
Is Her
you,
back is like she will take on Andrea 100%.
well, she
She'll
she
take her
probably give
on.
her she probably get a fight, but Andre, so again,
Yeah.
like here's this picture, and
I mean, Ashley has amazing genetics. Amazing genetics. You see the genetics that Ashley has?
this is
Just
Ashley,
just just look at her.
this is Margie.
Yeah.
When I saw this
Ashley's
picture,
switching, so Ashley's switching, so like
yeah, when I saw that picture,
yeah.
I thought that was Margie, but I remember Margie was wearing a
Margie, but she would beat Margie if Margie was beside her.
yeah.
Look at it. Look at that back. Look at the glutes. Look at the shape is amazing.
Hmm. They still both have that high
Wow.
hip look. You see how they put their
Yeah.
high hip.
She needs to get a different G string. And the pose is not that great for yeah, look at
Yeah.
that.
She's like you can see
Ashley's
she's
getting bigger. I mean Ashley will be bigger than this.
and she's
Ashley
still young
will be
too.
much bigger. She's very young. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
She
because
will be Miss Olympia. I'm telling you right now.
yeah,
She will be Miss Olympia.
because she was for a few years.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Just look at this. She can take anybody on with this pose. From the rear, she can beat anyone. I'm telling you. Look at that back. Look at that back. I mean, not Andrea. Andrea would still beat her from the back, but she's just there. I mean,
Hmm. Well, we'll see how she's gonna do next year because I think
wow.
she probably make her debut next year or
She will blow away with mine. I'm telling you.
yeah, because
She
I
will
think
do amazing.
that's what Melissa should have did. Did like Ashley,
Yeah.
take this year off instead of just competing last year and then jumping on and
Yeah.
compete this year. She should have took the year off.
When she comes, it will be. I mean, amazing for Miss Bodybuilding. When she
But
comes, it
basically,
will be game over.
Well, boy, if you know, in here it's for me, it's supper time, and I gotta
I
feed the
get it.
machine. I know, I do
Yeah.
appreciate it. I heard
Uh,
Mrs. Lady had an interview with Miss Lady always say we're having like a Cuban goodbye. It takes forever to say goodbye, but folks, it was a pleasure to
it's
talk
good
with
night.
y'all on Muscle Talk
I mean,
Mondays.
it's not night in America, so
Yeah.
for me, it's a good night. I mean, it's 2:16 over here, so
Ooh, by then, I gotta get up, and take my nephew to work because he to get his car to get another
ah,
car. Oh
yeah,
God, he lives like 2 towns over. He works for 2 towns over,
yeah, yeah,
and when I get home, it'll be about 3:30, and I try
yeah,
to go to sleep. But today
yeah,
he had some stuff to do. I got a break. I do my laundry, and tomorrow I know
yeah,
more to work, and tomorrow I gotta do my running around, try to do some groceries. It's the first of the month. I got to pay bills.
yeah,
But Roy, I do appreciate you, brother. I wish you enjoyed work. I enjoyed talking with you. Tell
yeah,
Nicole, I did not mean no offense by what I say. I was just giving my thoughts. It's not nothing to offend her. I think she's a great young lady. She has a great promise. She has a great future. Just something she should think about. Just she don't have to do it, but just something she could think about. 'Cause like I said, I feel she has a lot of potential. Maybe take another year to grow some more before she makes her debut or something like that. Her coach, Silva, he's working with her. He's a good dude. Maybe get some information. I know a young lady who says she's looking for a coach. Maybe he can work with her. But I do appreciate you, Roy, for coming through. Appreciate my man, Big Keith.
yeah,
He's on a plane coming back to Kansas. Shout out to him. Shout out to Stefan Prey. Shout out to War 2000. Shout out to Vinny. Even shout out to Kayla the Warren Durant. Also, Raheem Hamilton. He says he's going to be here on October the 9th. So put that on your calendar, folks. Raheem is going to be on. I think that's his day off. So we're going
yeah.
to find something we can talk
He's a
about.
new fan, I guess. Rahim is a
Yeah,
new
he's on
fan.
my time, East Coast time.
Yeah,
And we're gonna find something to talk about, and maybe we might have a debate.
yeah.
I think knowing how much he likes Natalia and knowing how much we here love Andrea, I think we'll do a Andrea versus Natalia debate.
Natalia is yet to reach there. I mean,
Potential, yeah, because
Natalia,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. But I
the
think we
shape
just
is not there. I mean, the
yeah,
delts. I'm telling you, those delts. She has some synthol in them. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it's synthol. I mean, I know very little about bodybuilding, but that's what it is. I know very little about bodybuilding, but it's oil in there. It's oil. I'm telling you, Big Ramy has that. She has that. Dennis put it in there.
Yeah,
Dennis put it in there.
yeah. Well, folks,
100% put it in there.
yeah, well, folks, yeah, I appreciate you coming through. Thank y'all. Comment, like, subscribe, support these men and women sport of bodybuilding. Follow. You can follow. Where they can follow you again on IG, Roy?
JADED, Jade Cargill's finisher. Just type in.
Yeah, just type it into the comment section if they want to check it
Yeah.
out. You can just and follow him. Check out his stuff. He posts some good stuff. He comments on my stuff. I don't, every now and then I comment on some of his stuff. He had to break his heart when he saw that. Hey, hey, I appreciate you, brother, coming through. But sometimes,
I mean, yeah, that's the beauty of bodybuilding. Everyone has different opinions. The debate that is bodybuilding, so it will be there, and that's what keeps it alive. So
where that's the thing I think this sport should get more recognition. I think more opportunities for these competitors.
exactly.
Also, money be great because a lot of these ladies can use money to help them. I mean, Andre walked away $50,000. Chelsea was happy. Said she got $5,000 because she did a show in Europe where she only got two, and when she competed against
Chelsea draws a lot of more money from other
she,
stuff. So
yeah, she's attractive.
yeah, she doesn't need this.
It's a little change she makes for herself, but she enjoys
She has
that.
a lot of sponsors. She has a lot of sponsors.
And also she also has OnlyFans.
Okay.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, hey, dude. Like I said,
Yeah.
I'm always aware of my surroundings all the time, young Master Wayne. So, folks, I appreciate you coming through. Like, comment, subscribe, follow us on social media. You can go to my my channel. You can find my other social media platforms. Check them out. You can, like I said, you can click also in the comment section. You can follow Roy and check out his IG, and also you can catch him on YouTube. Also, he makes stuff out there, post stuff. Follow KL the Wanderer. He's got an interview coming up sometime soon, and I got an interview tomorrow. All right, a lady who we were pushing this back. We finally got together, so come check me out tomorrow, Tuesday, 6:00. I think it's about 4:00 your time. You be in the bed by then.
Yeah.
So if you want to check it out, and give me a shout out and and just support this channel because my channel's still growing, and I really appreciate y'all who support me. I don't do this for likes,
For money.
I don't get no money off because I don't monetize myself. I could, but I don't.
None of us do so. None of us do so.
No one makes the money. I do this because I enjoy doing this. I love talking to face. I love giving them a voice. They don't have a voice. I'm hoping I might shout out Melissa Tyke and see if she want to come on. I know she's doing an interview with David over there, Female Body Inform, and I hope she do come on here. I love to. So anyway, folks, shout out to all you coming through here. Shout out to Man Big Keith. Shout out to Roy. Shout out to KL, Stefan, Vinny, Raheem, and Warrior 2000. Appreciate whoever you are. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't like, don't comment, and don't subscribe. This is your man, Always George Page, aka the Emperor Female Body Talk. All right, and have a great rest of your week.
Good night.